And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Thunderthon. We are here with my Fox, who's going to be running Resident Evil 2 98, the original version. Some might say the best. He's going to be running Leon A any percent with the costume incentive. So, my Fox, how are we doing tonight, sir?
How's it going, everyone? How you doing, Dan? You in here with me
Mr.
as
Am
well?
I?
Nope, it's quiet. We've lost Dan.
How are we doing tonight, Mr. Fox?
Here we go. Dan, how's it going? It's going good for me.
It's going very well. The marathon so far has been a great success with
Oh,
over
yeah.
$850 raised. You guys in chat, you are the real MVPs of this marathon. So tell me what's going through your mind right now. What have we got?
There's a couple things I'm worried about in this run, won't lie. Mainly, scared that spiders are gonna poison me, because, they like to do that kind of stuff. And, scared a crocodile's gonna try to eat me later on, but I think for the most part, it's gonna be a chill run, and, there'll be some interesting times that'll all, we'll have a laugh over, I'm sure, as my pain.
So I'm sure everybody in chat and myself sat here with bated breath. Are we going to see some YOLO strats tonight?
There's definitely going to be some YOLO strats. Some. I'm not good enough to do YOLO Horde, but I will act like I can do it. Don't judge me, Dan.
There's no judgment here, am I? Only disappointment, my friend.
I need to practice it more, but I've been slacking. What do you want from me?
So the chat is out there hitting for world record. Are we going to see a world record tonight?
Oh, yeah. I don't even need to do YOLO strats for the world record. I got that.
All right, so we're going to let you get into this in just a second, am I?
All right.
Like I said earlier, there was the donation incentive that was met, and the donation incentive was for Bad Boy Daddy Leon. So we're going to see some interesting deviations from what a normal any percent run would be.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. So when you are ready, am I? If you want to give us a countdown, and we'll jump straight in.
All right, no problem. So we are going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. Best part about this, too, is, I wanted to play it risky. And I didn't even practice grabbing the costume, because really it's not that much of a deviation. And if I get bit like once or twice, there's like 2 green herbs there, so it really doesn't matter. But now we're coming up on the good old Kendo, and anyone that's run this game has seen him, well, heard him die too many times.
Hold your fire.
Sorry about that, babe.
Yeah. Some great quotes right here in the beginning. But yes, unfortunately, Kendo is...
Sorry about that.
He's going to meet a terrible fate,
One of them.
because he was smart enough to lock the door,
What's going
but
on
did
in
not
this
think
town?
about the giant glass window.
I don't have a
Nobody ever thinks about the giant glass window.
Yeah, I don't...
Something was wrong.
I'm not sure what was
The entire
going on
city
there.
was infested with zombies.
So, I see Chad talking about, sorry about that, babe. So this next part, there's a little bit of RNG what can happen to trigger a cutscene of these zombies breaking out of the basketball courts. So with him smashing onto the gate like that, I have to open my menu real quick to trigger that cutscene. If not, usually we take one bite here, which is fine. But if not, I would keep running past that wire, and the cutscene wouldn't trigger until too long of a time. But it's only if, like, you actually hear the gate shaking that you have to do that. If not, it's fine.
So a lot of people in chat might not know this, but as you can see, Amai is running this, but I also run this game in my off time. So we're going to have some commentary here, so we are going to talk about quite a lot of the strats going on, so hopefully that can gain you some insight into running this game if you feel like picking this up in the future. So on we've got the bus here, so we've got the crawler on the floor, and then you'll have the one coming up towards you. So do you want to talk a bit about the strat with that and quick shooting?
Oh yes, so quick shooting in general, very important in this game. Pretty much comes into play every time you are using your gun, especially on boss fights. It's really crucial for timing. But basically how it works is you have to aim, shoot, let go of aim while holding shoot still, and kind of like rhythmically tap aim. It's the best way to really explain it, honestly. It's really a timing and a feel thing. When you come into that bus, there is a bit of RNG at play. Misty, the wonderful zombie babe on the ground, can take anywhere from like 2 to 4 shots, as well as the other zombie past her takes 1 to 2 shots about to stagger.
You must be the
Now
new
here
guy.
we do have Will Smith.
Leon.
No lie, that was actually what they modeled
Sorry,
him
but
after.
It looks like your
But
party.
he has some great
has been
dialogue as
canceled.
well. We actually come back to
What
save him later on. It's great.
About 2 months
Can we get
ago,
some F's in chat for Will Smith?
there was an incident
The virtual Will Smith, not the real one.
involving
Yeah.
zombies
Yeah.
in a
Yeah, we're gonna
mansion
need some F's because
located
even though we come
outskirts
back to
of the
save
city.
him,
Chris,
yeah, I
and
don't
the
want to
other
give any
STARS
spoilers,
members
but he'll be
discovered
waiting.
that
That's all I'll say.
Umbrella.
So quick one, am I? Is this a good time for a donation?
They risked
Oh,
their
yeah.
lives to reveal the truth.
So we've had a $10 donation from Moby with the comment reading, "You got this on my Fox. Thanks for your teaching methods where I am streaming myself and learning from you. Thank you so much. Grey Cat Salami emote.
Don't worry
Get
about me.
that scum.
Just
Make
rescue the
him
survivors in the other room.
pay."
Thank you so much, Moby. I'll let Grey Cat know.
You should be able
I had to
unlock
lock her
the
up in a
doors
room
the
for
hall
this,
with
I'm not gonna lie.
Now go. But
Normally I'd be like,
Just
whatever.
go.
But yeah, I don't need her like rolling on the keyboard
Fine,
while I'm trying to
but I'm
speed
coming
running a
back for you.
marathon.
just hold on.
I already got enough to worry about. So coming up next in here, there's really not much. Just going around using a key card, trying to not actually like stay so far away from things and keep a tight line. But you know, whatever. Coming up in the next area, we're gonna encounter the liquor for the first time. Now, what's interesting about this hallway, just as like a more of like technical standpoint, is every time you come out of this hallway, at least in the speed run, Leon is walking a different line. Don't know why, but it makes the dodge for the liquor a bit different each time. But see here, he comes in like really tight, and you just tug the corner. Later on, he takes more of like a middle path. We can't see this cutscene because go source next on PC. Right there, hardest dodge in the game, you tap left and keep running forward.
World record strats. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, by the way, while we're wasting time, I totally forgot. I gotta go kill Marvin. This is what happens when you get stuck in any percent mind. Dan, why didn't you remind me?
Oh, of course, yeah. I do apologise for that, Mike. That is 100% on me. Just to shift the blame a little slight bit, we are going to go kill Brad, not Marvin.
But, God, you know what? Same thing. See? Oh, God. World record strats right here, though. This is actually a DA manip. You know, you would think that DA was only for the newer RE games, starting with 4, but there's actually a little bit of a hidden DA back in the second game with, you know, walking so far without killing Marvin. And he takes about 20 shots to down. Yeah, come here.
Hi, Brad. Hi, Brad.
You're still Marvin in my eyes. But yeah, that's a good example of quick shots, which anytime you kind of see like the aim drop, it's just because I didn't get the rhythm properly.
As most Resident Evil OG runners will tell you, quick shotting is probably the #1 cause of lost runs and or lost time.
I don't need those bullets. I got like a full handgun basically, we're good. So, oh, that's right. Now I gotta do this liquor dodge just a few more times. I guess I could have done this later, but you know, life. Alright, so now I gotta get the costume here from the save room, which is a deviation because we never go in here. And let's see. Alright, well I didn't get bit, so that's nice. Oh wait, it's over here. And what? See? I don't even know what this room is. That one, I believe. Sorry, I can't read Japanese. Oh yeah, there we go. And also, the way Leon holds his gun. Admire that. While we're going for Wallbreaker.
This is 100% Bad Boy Daddy Leon. You've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get some hype in the chat for Bad Boy Leon?
Bad Boy Leon got munched on. He's too hot. Alright, that's fine though. Gonna grab a safety heal anyways. So here, we have to do this very easy puzzle for the red jewel. We're actually going to do it in several trips, and apparently I didn't push this enough, even though I did it twice. But we're doing this in several trips, just to save the amount, most amount of steps, because, you know, speedrunning, shortest path, gives you that victory. So, coming in on the way here, you're going to push that one statue, then we're going to slide on over to the Star's office. This is where I'm going to pick up my first safety heal, because, you know, I took a lot of bites getting this very sexy costume. So, a lot of runners will know right there. That part sucks, because so many times you accidentally examine the desk instead of picking up the medallion. I got lucky there, apparently.
Good to see you're still among the living.
Dan, how much has that plagued you during your runs?
It looks like we're not going to find you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. It's rough. It's like, oh, I'm starting off good, like -3 or 4 seconds into the RPD, and, well, I'm examining the desk.
There's no reason for us to
It's
stay
all
any
over.
longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Just while we watch this nice little cutscene between Leon and Claire, one of
last thing.
probably only like
Here's
3
a ring.
cutscenes in the game between the two of them. Just to let you a quick reminder, guys, that we do have the poll still open for Soap's run coming up later, where you can choose the name of Angelo, Griever, Renoa, or Squall in her Final Fantasy VIII run. So get your donations in and put them towards your choice.
Alright, so here's where I'm going to do the other part of this, which I'm going to count real quick because I suck at that normally. But basically, you have to push it 3 steps out, and then, come on, Leon, what are you doing? There you go. Then 8.5 steps forward before you push it to the right again there. Now I'm going to leave the jewel, because I said we're trying to save steps, and we're coming back here eventually anyways, so I don't need to worry about that right now. There is a more pro speedrun way to do this, but easiest way, aim and then move forward to dodge that zombie. It's always consistent. Now we're coming up on Jazz Hands. This also plagues all runners, and I dodged them, thank God. Those second set of hands are real scary. Yeah, real scary, and it's, I believe, like a 4.5 second time loss if you get grabbed. So now that I have a first aid spray in my inventory, I'm going to hope I don't mess up my inventory. Alright, we're good.
So, quick question for both you, Amai, and also chat as well. Which is your favorite alternative Resident Evil costume? It can be from any game.
I think I'm going to have to go for probably, like, honestly, the 98 skin in Resident Evil 2 Remake, because it just looks hilarious. With just how, like, HD it is, but still at the same polygons.
I am a massive fan of the 98 costume as well. Although I do like what Remake 2 did with the original costumes, but in the updated version in the RE engine.
That is true. Those are very good, too.
I believe they just call it the alternate costume in the remake.
Yeah. So, as I was saying earlier, I need to grab this jewel. Don't watch that. Just close your eyes for a quick second. But, yeah, the line changes, like, pretty much every time you go through that liquor hallway. It's a slight adjustment, but the best way to really come at it, and I'll try to point out again as we come back through here one last time later on to rescue Marvin, is, like, Leon kind of wants to, like, graze along the corner of the wall, and you should be able to just slip past the liquor. There's also like a piece of paper on the ground, which you can start like turning as Leon steps on it, as another good indicator.
So just going back to my question about the costumes there, we've got Chad saying Biker Claire, Moon saying Ethan third person, Tekmis say the police Joe from Original 3, Moby with costume number 7 in Resident Evil 3 OG, Leon with the fedora in RE4, we've got to love the fedora.
Yep.
And then Obvious comes in with the Canon Alice costume, which I don't think has actually been released yet. I believe that's going to be paid DLC.
Is that? I haven't heard of that one. I didn't think Alice was canon. Interesting. Sorry, you Alice lovers. Text, don't hate me.
We're going to be out here starting wars, aren't we?
Yeah, probably. Alright, so this is one of the next very challenging puzzles of RE2. So you come over here, you move that to the right, then you move this one to the right, and you have just solved that puzzle. Whew! You know how long it took me to learn that, with the language being in Japanese? It wasn't very long, I won't lie.
Okay, so I'm hoping this is a good time for donations, am I?
Yeah, there's not much, just a lot of running going on next.
So I'm going to need everybody's hype right now because we've just had a $50 donation from AJ Shanks. No comment, but AJ Shanks, thank you so much for your donation. Going another $50 there going to Pause Your Game. Everybody in chat, you are the real MVPs today.
Yo, AJ. You the man. Or girl, depending on, you know, things, but either way, you're a boss. Thank you so much for that $50.
So far, we have raised over $900. Can we smash through our $1,000 target for day one? I reckon we can do it, I reckon we could do it before your run's even finished. What do you reckon?
Oh, I was going to say, I think we got it before the run's finished. Oh, man. So that, like, line I took right there is almost like a question mark. And once you kind of get used to it, it's really easy. It's coming back that's a little bit more challenging. Because it's still basically a question mark, but not as easy to do it from this end. And there we go. So I got it. Awesome. I don't like getting bit there. Alright, so my menu is... I did that too early. All messed up. Because of that fast I have my inventory. I know you know that life, Dan.
Oh, I know all too well. When you're literally one frame or one pixel off the actual trigger that you need. Yeah. I think the worst one I've had is... It's probably one from RE3 OG, the one off the top of my head. I can't think of it right now, but I'll come back to you on that.
Alright. Yeah, that's fun. Also, random technical tidbit there. You can't see it, but on the SRT, which is the speedrunner tool for this game, I can see Leon's inventory at all times. And when he has to use certain items that take up both of his hands, in order to... I needed that space, by the way, that's why I went and used that. But in order to show that properly, the game unequips his weapon and then re-equips it again after the cutscene is open. So those types of items in the game will always cause the menu to come back up after you use them. There's only a few that do it, but that is one example. Just an interesting behind-the-scenes thing.
It's really interesting to know, considering this game came out in 1998, and the obviously the work that speedrunners and all the massive community as a whole has put into the game, what new things continue to come out almost like nearly 30 years later.
Oh god. Speaking of those like one pixel moments where it's like, oh, apparently you're not, you know, hitting examine on that ladder. You're just gonna slide right past it, or when it happens like with a door. This is the last liquor dodge, which is another one of those moments where the line is slightly different, but you kind of, yeah, just right along that corner of the wall and you're good to go usually.
That's a nice liquor dodge there. That gave, I know I gave myself included, a lot of runners some grief when they were learning this game.
Oh yeah. Still, even then, if you look at the world record video, Secret actually gets slashed by that liquor on his first run through. Now this next room. Oh. You don't even know. That's all I gotta say.
All right, guys.
You want to explain that one?
Just real quickly before I do that, the $50 donation from AJ Shanks was put towards an incentive. It was down for a custom name for Sob's run to change Renoa's name to Neji PT. I hope I'm saying that right. So we'll be keeping a note of that for the bid war that will be coming to an end later on.
Awesome. Actually, well, I guess now that I'm out of there, I can explain that. So the evidence room in this game, really, it's long story short, like sucks. And like, if you can get there, like through there with one bite, like it's a good day, honestly. Like no damage is, it's rough. Like especially if you're trying to, you know, really go fast. I know there's apparently like a safe line, but I don't know. I didn't never try that. Dogs are free in this game.
Dogs are free, but spiders are not.
Spiders are never free. Never. Now we get to meet Ada. This is Leon's love interest throughout the game. He won't know her for long, but she'll become his everything.
We've all been there. Especially when we meet someone while they're pulling a gun on us.
Oh, yeah. During a zombie apocalypse, nonetheless. Like, yeah, it makes sense.
Who are you?
Oh, man. I rarely get to see Leon in this costume. It's great.
Doing here?
Dogs are free, man. Actually, there's Oh, go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, Chat was mentioning earlier that Leon is fit. He got them biceps on him, man. He got biceps on him.
Yo, he really did. He's straight buff.
If we work together, we can move this.
So this cutscene is
Give me a hand here, will
so
you?
stupid. So I have to move around here. Then I gotta go here. Then I gotta push the van for 1 pixel so the cutscene can start up where they push it. I have no idea what the point of that was. Why it couldn't just be one long flowing cutscene? Blame Capcom. That's what I always do for speedrunning. Spider poisons me. Capcom did it.
Ada, wait!
This is the start of some Ada waiting.
Hey, am I? What is Leon's favorite number?
I don't know. What is it?
808.
Oh!
Let me guess. You must be Ben.
God,
right?
I'm not prepared for the
Get
puns
up
y'all got. I'm
now.
not as good on the puns. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to get my dad joke license revoked here from Foxy in a minute.
Is this the guy?
I just saw Chad's
Ben,
comment of Leon being
You told the
Royd-filled.
city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you?
Trying to get into the family business.
Tell them.
You know?
And who the
That's
heck
why they're
are
always
you?
talking about the whole
I'm trying
Claire,
to find
Leon,
my
blood.
brother.
Oh, God, it's just...
His name's
I don't even know what
John.
to say about
He
that.
was
I'm not going to
working
get
for
into
a
that.
branch office
Yeah, the less said about that, the better.
but he suddenly
Nobody
What's
worry
always
about that.
interesting about our old Leon, I say old Leon, original Leon, he's very holistic
I don't know
towards
anything. And even if I did,
towards
why would I
Ben
wanna tell
compared
you?
to everybody else.
Okay,
Yeah.
I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where
He's
they
not
put
the
key
nicest
to
to
this
Ben
cell?
for whatever reason. He's just banging on
I
the
have it
cell
right
and
here,
stuff.
officer. But I'm not about
Yeah.
to leave this
Ben
cell.
is...
Those
I like
zombies
Ben
aren't
in
the
this
only
one.
things
He's
crawling
got some
around.
good lines. But, you know, he did eat a little bit too much Papa John's, as Chad would say. And for whatever reason, now he's talking
I
to a
said,
wall. Don't really know
I'm
why.
not leaving this cell.
I
Get
do
out
have
of
a
here
soft
or you
spot for
leave it
his,
right to
hello
me."
human, another human,
I'm not going
hello.
anywhere.
See, that one's
I'm the
good
only
too.
cop
You're not
left
wrong,
alive in
but
this building.
you got scum in this one,
What?
and that's just...
Look, if you want to live,
Oof.
then you're gonna have to
That's a
leave
good
with
one.
me.
That whole scene, honestly, is
But
like really great.
Do you even know how to get out of the city?
I guess that's like a
There's a
random
kennel in the
complaint
back of
about the
the building.
remake. I
Inside
feel
the
like,
kennel
at
is a
least on
man.
Claire's
Go
side,
through
where that
and
chest
lead you to the
burster
sewer entrance, but
came out of like
won't be
Iron
easy.
Stomach. That should have just been like
Alright,
crazy
I'm
splitting him
going.
in half like it does in this game. So they show me on the map where to go, but I know where to go.
Yeah, with that
Okay.
chest burster, I think Ridley Scott's going to sue somebody.
Probably. That could have been it. Yeah. that's going to happen. So here we come across one of the most fantastic area, and every runner's like nightmare. I even have it named in my splits as I got poisoned. So I'm going to try to slide along the wall here, just to give me a bit of room in case he does decide to poison me, but that last spider can be very mean and poison you. And if you're like learning the game and you want to keep going on a no reset, that's like 20 seconds gone. If you're actually trying to be serious, then you just reset. It's terrible.
So regarding that poison spider, there's a very funny story behind that. So myself and several other runners were involved in an RE2 speedrunning tournament where we was all discussing what parts of the run basically trip us up the most. The spiders being one of the ones that was basically most people had experienced, and me being me, I was there like, oh, that never happened to me. Within my next 2 runs, I was poisoned twice.
Oh.
So let that go to show you how unforgiving speedrunning can be.
Oh, it was great. Great. Oh, notice here, by the way, when this scene transition, Ada's flying in the air for a split second, just chilling up there. And she falls. Yeah, this Ada section's pretty... Actually, really, all the Ada sections in this game are pretty whatever. Just a couple lines. Maybe occasionally you get bit by the dog there because RNG doesn't like you. You get a little box pushing session because, you know, Resident Evil loves their boxes that somehow fit into water puzzles because that makes a lot of sense. You don't have to push these boxes all the way to get them to slide together nicely. I believe it's 6.5 pushes on the first one and 2 on this last one, if I remember correctly. That's what I do. Could be slightly less. But somehow these very heavy crates are also extremely buoyant. We are coming up on the end of Ada's section in just a moment here. RE0 boxes. I think you mean RE0. Just, you leave it at that. Sorry, any RE0 lovers. So, yeah. Coming up to the end on Ada, you kind of just take an inside line there to get past the dog, and then sometimes this dog bites you. But TD actually did something else weird where he kind of spun around me.
That dog must have been clued into the fact that we are raising money for animals. So he's playing nice today.
He was like, "Oh, no, I'm cool."
On that note, we still have a lot of runs and a lot of incentives left to go. Coming up next is Sofa Final Fantasy VIII run, and just a quick reminder that the poll to name all 4 of the main characters is still open. So any donation can go towards them if you choose to do so.
All right, now we're coming across very shortly an awful dodge that I'll be happy if I get. But real quick, NASCAR spider. All right. I don't understand why he moves so fast. But it's hilarious every time. So, for some odd reason, the dogs, I guess, went to go take a break somewhere else. They may be terrorizing Claire. I'm not sure. But now in this hallway, there is a liquor. And I don't care what Dan has said before. Liquors are never free.
Liquors are always free, man. What are you talking about?
Liquors is news. Alright, so I got the dodge. Noise.
Told you.
How that dodge is you need to like hug the wall and then like run into that door for a second to kind of get the liquor to do a certain movement, and then you can slide past them without him slashing. I get slashed a lot, I'm gonna be real. That dodge sucks so bad. Oh, here's another great part. We're going to go for the YOLO Horde, right, Dan?
Are we going YOLO Horde, are we?
No, I'm not going YOLO Horde. I'm going to be honest. If I go YOLO Horde, you're going to see your boy die right now. Maybe not die, but things are going to get interesting. So, since I don't want to die here, I love you guys. I'm going to do the safe Horde, where you kind of just wait there a moment and you can spin around them. There is an amazing strat that you go through them. It saves like 3 seconds or you die. This hallway is called the Red Hallway. It's infamous for being a lot of zombie bites. How do you feel about this wonderful hallway, Dan?
Well, on that note, I just want to say shout out to another Resident Evil runner called Mango Punch, who very kindly did some very good speedrun tutorial on certain some of these lines. They come in a lot. It comes in very handy for us runners. And that was one of the ones that we all struggle with from time to time. And his video really did clear that up for us. But just while you're doing this quick puzzle, I just want to read out another donation. So we've had another $5 donation for Des Games. Thank you so much for that donation. Keep them coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's very specific lines here. And, like, pretty much if you get bit, it's really like you're getting bit a lot. See, like there? Speaking of which. Alright, cool. One bite I'm very cool with. It's just like...
That was very nicely done. Misty was a bit unforgiving there, though.
Yeah, Misty is literally the worst part about that. And, like, the thing is, like, once she bites you, it can just spell disaster for the rest. Those other two zombies have a very great chance of, like, biting you if you are too sloppy. Alright.
So,
go ahead.
So
son.
we have had another donation from Tiana Law with an amount of $27. Thank you so much for that donation, Tiana.
Yo, thanks for the donation, Tiana. But everyone in chat is awesome. Now, right here, zombies are breaking in. Doesn't matter. We'll never be through there anymore, so... But Claire, on the B scenario, that's not happening here. She's going to have to deal with those. But we are coming on up to a fantastic cutscene. Probably one of the most favorite cutscenes in this game.
So I have a question for you, Amai.
Oh, what's up?
On your first, let's say, casual playthrough, did you steal both the submachine gun and the side pack, or did you leave one for Claire?
What did I do? I believe I took the side pack but left the submachine gun for Claire. And then afterwards, once I played Claire, I was like, my submachine gun's pretty garbage. It's good, like, for just getting rid of zombies and whatnot, but besides that, like, it does not do much damage compared to, like, all the other weapons you have available.
I think on my first playthrough, I took both of them, and then went back into that room on my second playthrough, and was really confused as to why nothing was there.
Yeah. See, I think I mean, because my original first casual playthrough was when I was a child, and yeah, I don't remember any of that, honestly. So I'm going back with my casual playthrough when I first started playing this again a few months ago and got into speedrunning it. So I think I knew about, like, leaving one of the items. I didn't get too greedy. Oh, yes. So here's the infamous cutscene. As Chad always likes to say. Yeah, we're going to need some Fs. Cue them up. But Chad always likes to say that Ben had too much Papa John's pizza. And the heartburn is just killing him.
Ben.
Great voice lines coming up, though.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator.
Get that scum. Make him pay. Oh, no.
Scum!
Oh, no,
That's
Ben.
a shout out to Virgil that we'll be seeing in another run later on in the marathon.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little sneak peek for you there.
What's wrong?
Oh. See, imagine if Irons just blew up like that. Oh, here's another little funny tidbit. Ada's like, oh my god, what happened? Leon hands her a letter and she walks away. And she's like, alright, see ya. It's like, alright.
To the chemical plant.
You don't even
I
care
have a
what
feeling
happened? You
that's
just
where
see
I'll
the
find John.
dead body on the ground and you're like, whatever.
Wait.
I got a plant to go to.
Hey!
I also
Do you
love the
read
way
me, Claire? We now have access
Leon
to the back of the parking
just
lot.
slams his head into the radio in this cutscene for whatever reason.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer.
Oh my god, I've never noticed that
You
before.
never noticed that? Oh man, yeah, he just slams his head into that. I'm like, alright. Cool, Leon. So, you know, we're coming up on spiders again. This is the last time where you cried yourself potentially and ruin a run. Another thing I didn't mention in the speedrun aspect of this game. Oh, alright, he just stabbed me. I can deal with that. I'll take a stab. But for all the, like, door loading screens, whether it's stairs, actual doors, the fastest way to load into the next room is skipping the door at exactly 1.45 seconds. If you're too slow, then it's just whenever you hit skip, it loads up the room. If you're too fast, it gives you a longer loading screen for whatever reason. And here we are in the G mutant. Which, feel free to explain this while I attempt to not drop quick shots.
No problem on mine. So yeah, we have got the Geodult here. It's technically our first boss of the game. So the G mutant is basically what pops out of Ben. F again for Ben in the chats. So the idea there is just basically get off as many magnum shots as you can. Usually it takes 6, sometimes it can take 7. So it looked like we got the good RNG there where we can hit him with a 6. But positioning is key there. Because there is bullet drop-off. So if you're too far away from him, the shot might not hit, or it won't do as much damage. So we need to be as close as we can, but also maintaining a safe distance so we don't take too much damage ourselves.
Yeah, and those G embryos, like, they're RNG, whether they jump on you, and as you see, they can, like, bite Leon, and if you haven't killed the G mutant, he can sometimes swipe you, and the damage he does is massive. And actually, Dan, this be, I guess, something new for you. The whole 6 vs 7 bullets is, in fact, actually not RNG. It's distance-based.
Oh, yep. No, you're 100% right there. I can English, apparently.
Oh, all right, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
So, I'm going to have to stop you there, I'm afraid, mate. Carry on with the run. But we have just hit our $1,000 donation goal in day 1 of the run. Everybody, you have been so amazing. So we've got Oatmeal Kitty with a $55 donation. This team is amazing, and the reason behind this event is so wholesome. Let's go, am I? Let's support PawsYourGame and beep, zombies. We also have a $3 donation from Max. $1 for every ignored baby G's. Also, Ada, wait!
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. You know, both of you, especially smashing that goal first day. That's awesome.
Chat, you really are the MVPs of this whole entire marathon. Without you guys here, our work would be for naught. So thank you guys so much, as always.
Yes, definitely. So, we have a little bit of cutscene here. This is one of the better cutscenes in the game because this is where, when you're speedrunning, you need to go to the bathroom. Go do it real quick. You got time. It's about like a 2-minute cutscene. One thing I did do before the cutscene started was I unequipped Ada's gun, and the reason for that is when you first trigger the cutscene, Annette shoots at Ada. If you're holding Ada's gun, she shoots the gun out of her hand, and at the end of the cutscene, Ada has to turn around, pick up the gun, and then turn back around before the cutscene ends. As opposed to if you unequip the gun, she shoots the guardrail and skips that whole thing. So I think it's like a 5+ second loss for no reason.
Then that must mean
It's really interesting the strats that we have to incorporate for Resident Evil as a whole. Obviously, yourself, me, Chad, and a lot of the staff as well. We all kind of run Resident Evil as our base games. There's never really any glitches per se. It's all to do with movement, inventory management, and ammo management as well on certain games. So it is really interesting to see these kind of strats in action.
And unfortunately, we're missing out on the wonderful lore cutscenes because the oh-so-great PC version of Resident Evil just shows a black screen, at least on my computer and many other people's computers during cutscenes.
And create offspring.
Dan, how does it work on your computer?
It does not. All the the in-game cutscenes that you see, for some reason, like you say, yeah, it just shows a black screen. I'm not sure if that's because of the version of the game that we do run is pretty much optimized for speedrunning. So I presume that's something to do with the code that's been altered in some way. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't know. So here's like another thing with the door skip transition. Right here is technically another door. So if you're not paying attention to your like live split, for example, to see the detailed timer, you'll lose like an extra 5 seconds if you don't skip at 1.45 seconds there, because it's technically a loading screen. Very interesting thing.
So I know it's, regarding those cutscenes, as you mentioned there, we've got Deagle in the chat, and he does say it has something to do with the hardware, presumably because if we're running this on higher end computers, more modern systems, it basically just can't emulate as it would do if you were playing it on an older system.
All right, that makes sense. I do know, actually, was it Gemini Loboto or Lobato? I don't. Actually made the Rebirth Classic patch for this game, which does make the cutscenes work. It's pretty nice. And I think they are the better cutscenes from like the GameCube version or whatever. I forget which version exactly. But that's a really good way if you want to play this on PC in a more casual setting, because you can turn on English text for everything. Runs in full screen, no problem. I'm playing on a little window. All right, so this, I ain't gonna lie.
Are we getting quick croc? Come on, man. Are we
I'm gonna try it. So, no lie, could die here, but it's worth it.
This is what we live for.
It's worth it because if I die, it's hilarious. If I survive, it looks cool. So
I hope you got that sound clip. You got that sound clip queued up, have you?
I forgot what my sound clips are. Oh well. So I'm gonna concentrate here.
Yeah, I'll let you concentrate on this. So, quick croc, there's two ways of going about this boss. Each way we are going to... we got it. Nice.
Awesome.
So there's two ways of doing it. You can eject that canister there straight away, and the crocodile will slowly move towards it. Or you can see his little snout there. It will bounce 3 times off the wall, and on the 3rd time, if you then release the canister on that 3rd hit and aim at the same time, he will straight away take the canister up into its mouth. But if you are literally a frame off, he will completely bypass the canister and he'll hit you instead. So that's why it's really risky to do. So very, very nice work on that, Amai.
Yeah.
Don't mention
If he does that, it's game over for sure, because he's gonna kill you very shortly, and on a speed run, you don't got the ammo to take him out. So, had a safety save just in case, but it is definitely a very risky strat. But, once you're trying to PB, then you're always going to go for that. But when just, like, starting out this game and trying to get that strat down, it was a nice reset point many times. So, next part coming up here is pretty boring. I don't know if there's any more donations, Dan, but it's kind of just picking up these medals to leave the sewer.
I will take this time just to remind as well. So I'm just going to go over a few more of the incentives. So you all know about the Final Fantasy VIII incentive with naming the characters. So if you want to put your donations towards that, please feel free to do so. We also have other donations incentives. So I believe the next one after that will be the Arm% Demonettes fight, which is considered the hardest fight in the medieval run. That's coming up tomorrow. There's still quite a ways to go on that, so you can put your towards that. And the next incentive after that will be for regards to Monster Hunter World. That's coming up in a couple about tomorrow. So if you want to put any of your donations towards them, please feel free to do so.
Oh man, I actually got a gold split there.
Hog.
And for anyone that doesn't know, like on live split, when you get a gold split, which is, since this is going, the splits in this game are for every door. Basically, it means that is the fastest I have ever done that specific area of all the times I've ran this. So, even when you technically don't have the best. I'm getting more gold splits. What's going on here? I need to calm down. But,
Are we going to see a PB tonight? Am I? Let's get the PB hype in the chat. Let's go.
we're going to see a PB, guys. We got this. Especially because you can't see. I just saved 1.6 seconds. We're going for the PB. So this is a very, very challenging fight. But you shoot Birkin. You kind of like do a little bit of this. You shoot him again. A little bit more backing up. And yeah, this is actually just a fight. I'm not gonna lie.
We like to call this the Michael Jackson stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Not much goes on there. But if you do notice, Ada's really good at quick shots. But the real Birkin fight comes up soon, and that can go interesting ways.
This isn't even his final form.
Oh, no, it isn't. Birkin's got more. He's just beginning to peak. So this hallway can suck at times because Ada can, like... I always try to take this zombie down. There we go. Mainly because if he bites you, Ada can shoot him. He'll immediately let go of you, but then immediately grab you again and bite you. And, like, I've gotten stun locked there and taken, like, 4 bites or so. Alright, that was nice.
Very nicely done.
Alright, grabbing the shotgun shells here, very painful. I am going to grab that fast just to be safe, though, because, you know, marathon strats. This is, you ever seen one of these in real life, man? I don't know if these actually exist, whatever this is.
Clearly, you've never been to Manchester in the United Kingdom. We got them everywhere.
Oh, really? Alright, well, cool then. The more you know.
But ours look a little bit more dirtier than that.
Oh, alright. Damn umbrella keeping things clean.
Yeah, they got some next level cleaning regime.
So there's like a random moment of like just trying to do the most amount of inventory you can at once. So like when I go to use that key, I need the Magnum for this next boss fight, but I also need to reload it at the same time. So just trying to get everything done all in one go. This is a fun boss fight. I guess you want to explain this, Dan? Since I'm sure I'll start soon and hopefully I don't mess up my quick shots.
So this is the technical Birkin 2 fight. It plagues a lot of runners because it can go either really well or really wrong. So there's 2 strategies to do that. Each involves just basically pelting him as fast as you can with the Magnum. We've got the 4-4-3, and then we've got the 3-3-2. So which one are you going for, am I?
Oh, I'm going to go for the 4. The 4-4, for sure.
So to put a bit more clarity on that, the 4-4-3 is he'll fire off 4 Magnum rounds, hit him 4 times, he will turn and back away, hit him another 4 times, and then he will then hit him another 3. The second one of those 3 will put him into a bit of a transforming phase, which gives him the time there to reload, and the last one will finish him off, and that's very nicely done, am I?
Golded on that too, nonetheless. Look at
We are golden out here every single split. It is a PB hype right now, ladies and gentlemen.
That was minus 4 seconds right there from my PB.
We're building a lot of hype up, not only for your run, but also the rest of the runs down the line. We've got the massive bid war for Soph's run coming up. We've got the medieval incentive coming up for my run. That's going to be coming up after Soph's run. I'm very excited for that. And then we also have, like I said earlier, the Monster Hunter incentive that's coming up. And like I say, the Final Fantasy VIII run is a bid war for the names. So just as a bit of an update on that, we've currently got Griever's name. He's currently sitting at my butt. We've got Angelo's name is currently sitting at Doge. Renoa's name is currently sat at you. Squall's, and then Squall's name is currently set to my dude with a unanimous decision at $115 for that incentive. So if you don't like the sound of any of those names, you know what you can do. You can get those donations in for those incentives, and you can possibly sway it in your favor.
Oh, and by the way, you know, we're gonna act like I can still PB. But yeah, y'all can't see what I can.
I don't want to lose you.
But I did really good on that last split. But Dan already knows it's like he had to go back and kill Marvin. He ain't PBing.
I don't know, you know. I don't know.
You're right. I could have some magic happen here, and then after 20 years of people running this game, it's like he found out a new glitch. Dunzo.
Are we gonna witness Flying Leon? That's the question.
Oh, I don't know, man. We're
That's
gonna see.
The thing with RE2 and especially RE3 is that the run can both go amazingly well or it can instantly die at a lot of points. G4 being one of those points in RE2.
Yeah, and I don't want to say it, but like I've never gotten the flying bug. But earlier in practice, I messed up the glitch for G4, and yeah, I was worried, but I chased him around like 3 times before he finally got back up on the catwalks or whatever and like got in the glitch. I was like so scared. I'm like, I'm gonna die here, but I got stubborn. I was like, I will get you back on this spot.
Just to go back on that bid war for Final Fantasy VIII, my apologies. The donation incentive for Renoa's name actually stands at $50 for Neji Petit.
No word. I'm over here looking at chat. Don't judge. It's the speedrunner's life. Alright, so right here, there's a fun dodge where you kind of, as you're going towards the button, have to hold up and left and keep holding that up so you slide along the wall behind these ivies. If they grab you, they do a lot of damage. I believe it's 60 points or 60 HP, and they can hit you twice. So get real. This liquor part.
Let's see it, Amaya. I want to see this practice.
Yeah, got it.
Absolute perfect. That is poggers. I love to see it, Amaya. I love to see it.
Yeah, so like how that works is when you first go in, there's like a light on the wall. You want to stop like in the middle of the light, turn Leon to straighten him out, and then like start running forward again, and it will hopefully manipulate the liquor's movement to be able to do that line.
Chad is out there saying that's redemption for the tournament. Max is out there saying, am I out for vengeance after the last one? He's
You know
not
what I'm
letting that
saying?
happen again.
Nah, not again. Woo. So this is a fun room. As long as you don't get bit, it's just like you're really like in and out and just constantly moving. Like zigzagging between zombies. It's fun. Alright, the return of liquors though. Yeah, I don't even know. This is just like one of those you hope for the best.
Return of the lick. Return of the lick.
Like there's a movement manipulation, but like I've gotten it once, but it involves like something about running, stepping, running. Alright, that's a little bit better, honestly. Speaking of that, got it, actually.
Nice. 1 slash is pretty optimal. Obviously, 0 slashes is the best, but you can take 1 and you can get out of there pretty calmly, like Amaya just did.
Yeah, 0 is like very rare. It's another one of those where like if you watch the world record video, he took a slash there. But
It's funny you should mention Secret's record there, because the amount of times I watched him when I was learning new strats and seeing those little like attacks here and there, it's like, oh my god, if I don't get that hit there, I can beat him, and then everything else just goes wrong instead.
This is another terrible room where I'm just going to attempt to do this movement, but you know, we don't... Oh. Oh, that's nice right there. Didn't want to say
That was a
anything.
very nice catch there. Very nice catch for that first aid spray.
That was another gold too.
I know what you're
This is definitely a PB, am I?
Oh, definitely a PB.
Don't drop it now, buddy.
No, this is...
This is my husband's
We're
legacy.
like 48 minutes into the run.
Where's
We're
that
coming up on one of the biggest reset
with
points.
earlier? You know who I'm
G3 slash
talking about.
G4 is like one of
Can
the
I just
worst
say that
resets.
is 100% so wholesome to see the improvement
She's one of the
that people have when speedrunning these types of games. Like, I mean, if you was there for the tournament, you obviously saw what unfortunately happened, but to see you come back, literally, as Max said, with a vengeance, and not only get through the main way and back again with
Yeah.
minimal damage, it's amazing to see, man. It's amazing to see. Well bloody done to you, mate.
No, I didn't get to use Chad's
I know her.
sound effect. I totally forgot because of how crazy things were going.
If you don't
I
want
was like,
to
oh, the movement's good. I can't think enough to do that.
You're about to die.
Sorry, Chad.
anyway.
I got you. I'll still play it in memory of Chad. Try to time it up with her. That could have been louder. I'm sorry. But but I got your back, Chad.
That we love that clip. Chad is very clippable.
Yeah, that was during our tournament. The lickers just crowded me and stun locked me legit from full health to dead. And that's exactly what can happen in this game after like 40 minutes of a run. But Chad was doing a little screaming, and before like I did my run, I was like, I need to go clip this real quick and put it on a soundboard. And now we do have a moment here with one of the most depressing cutscenes in the entire game.
What are you doing?
So much happens here. There's betrayal, sadness, despair, anger. Just really all the emotions rolled up into one scene.
I still haven't recovered from this.
No.
Everything.
That's why
I hope people are ready with their F's and their
You
A's.
wouldn't listen. Now hand it
I know
over.
I'll be crying.
Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that.
I love the way Leon says you can't do that. I have no idea why. Oh no, Ada.
Oh,
Ada,
Now note something here.
I've got you.
I don't know why Leon is holding Ada with the shoulder he has like a gunshot on and using his right hand on the other one. Kind of a stupid idea. He probably should have used his good arm to hold Ada.
Shut up. You're gonna
I
make
imagine that's maybe a little bit easier, but he's not thinking in the moment. Oh no.
No.
You know what's gonna happen here, Dan, don't you?
We would escape. You just have to help me out.
Let me go. Fine.
Oh, that was great too. Just let me go. Fine. Just walks off. Sorry you guys don't know the context of that clip, but it was fantastic.
Again, another shout out to Mango Punch there.
Yeah.
The amount of times we've said about this cutscene and how we wish it to be a lot shorter than it actually is. The Madman did a nice little video edit where Ada would say, "Let me go," and Leon would go, "Fine," and just drop her and just get off. It's fantastic. It really is.
Yeah, this whole part here where he breaks his ankles and whatnot and throws the G-Virus. Not there, he's just like fine and pieces out. If only. But yeah, this cutscene right here is just everyone at the end of the game is like, come on. I want to get to G3, G4, and just see what happens.
And he just throws the G-Virus into God knows anywhere.
Yeah.
Potentially causes another outbreak. So nice one, Leon.
Yeah, go Leon. Real smart there. So here there's some naked zombies that thank God have replaced the lickers. I'm just gonna make life easy. Shoot these two. Kind of dodge around these bad boys. Reload the gun before I use the Mo disc. And Dan, you know the speedrunner way? We going in this with no heals.
Oof. Is
That's
that
right.
really a good idea?
No.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah, it's not the good idea. But everyone knows you go into G3, G4 expecting you get the glitch or nothing. I'll take a death over not getting the glitch. If not, I gotta save.
You can't die now, man. You're on them gold splits. I won't allow it.
Oh, whew. So if that camera angle changed, that would have been real bad, but I was messing up my quick shots pretty bad. Just to be safe, I'm going to move a little bit forward here after the transition. Because you need to be in this one, like where it's facing the elevator door to get him to jump up into a specific spot. Oh, all right, cool. And then I need to get Leon's foot right there between those bars. And if you notice, like, what that does is now he's kind of stuck and he just keeps glitching back into the same spot. Which, that now is the end of him.
GG.
GG. For sure. But yeah, if you don't get that glitch right, he kind of jumps on you instead, and that's like the end of a speed run, but it can also just be the end of a run in general where you just get torn apart. He does so much damage, and you usually don't have any heals. Yeah.
So there's another rare glitch that can happen whilst he's on top there, where he can actually grab you. Oh, sorry, we're coming up on time as well.
Yeah, sorry, no cutscenes, guys.
So that rare glitch there, so when he is up top there, as you saw him, I do, there is a chance that he can grab you and kind of throw you to the side. And if he does that, you end up floating on the same plane that he's on.
Yeah, it's
To
hilarious.
this day, no one can explain how or why that happens.
Oh, 53:08. It's not bad for a marathon for sure.
But is it a PB?
Oh, no, it's not a PB.
Am I? You've let us down.
I'm sorry.
I'm obviously kidding. Am I? GG's on that run, my guy. You've
Thank you.
absolutely smashed out of there. We've even changed the timer there to golden to show you how great of a run that was.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So, Mr. Amai, the floor is yours. Take it away if you'd like to give anyone a quick shout out and just basically talk about your experience so far.
All right, yeah, definitely. So I just want to give a shout out, especially to everyone that's helping out here. You know, Chad, Dan, Nico, Sarah, all the other people that I can't think of names right now because, you know, I forget things all the time. Everyone that, like all my regular viewers that constantly show up, and just really everyone in the speedrunning community in general that I've come into contact with so far. It's been a fantastic experience learning how to speedrun. And I would definitely say if you find the idea of it fun, but you're not sure where to start, this particular category in game is a great start. This is actually what I first learned, and I've only started speedrunning like 3 months ago. So, yeah, just find something you like. I love Resident Evil 2, and see what happens. But all y'all are amazing. Love y'all.
And just to close off this great run at Amai, we've had yet another $50 donation from Ms. Shanks stating another $50 towards naming Renoa Neji Pitti. I hope I am saying that right. But again, it's a pleasure having you here today, Amai. It's a great showcase of a great game. And it just, again, we've absolutely smashed our target of $1,000. We're sitting at a comfy $1,053.16. So right now, Amai, thank you so much for showcasing the game and for your great run. We are going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. The Final Fantasy VIII run is up next with Soph. And we're going to get that set up now and we'll bring that to you shortly.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Dan. It was a great time.